dipshit kids don't know what the hell they're doing or where they're at and can't stay out of the way. So nothing like a Gase and a Smithley.
Welcome back to episode 10 of the Backmarkers podcast. With me, I got Jason and Ryan, but rest in peace, Logan. Once again, he is dead once again.
He's doing his own podcast. It's called I Don't Have a Podcast to Do Anymore.
It's called How to
My Herbal Soupy Podcast.
Welcome to the Campbell's
I think
podcast.
we could just stop mentioning Logan at this point, because if anybody, I mean, his family probably still listens, and thank you for listening. What I meant to say was Logan's definitely still on this podcast. Wink, wink.
He is the straightest person on this podcast, by the way.
That's probably true.
Yeah, he'll be the special guest.
So,
anyways, we
raced at, well, no, we didn't, but some cars and some trucks raced at Richmond Raceway.
Richmond? Where's Richmond?
It's Russia.
Okay.
It's a province in Russia.
Yeah. All right, that makes sense.
Nah, man, it's Virginia. It's the home of Denny Hamlin, baby.
Denny Hamlin, and guess what? Denny Hamlin choked again. Denny Hamlin can't finish a fucking race. Denny Hamlin fucking dominates another fucking race. His, 8th top 5 in 9 races, and guess how many wins he has?
0. And you were correct. He's got 8 top 5s, which is then 8 top 10s, and then 5 stage wins. He's got an 81-point lead in the standings, which is pretty good. Yep. Somehow Martin Truex and Joey Logano came out of that race still only 1 point between them, which is pretty wild.
Dude, honestly, yeah. So, obviously, Mr. Denny here, he's like, yeah, this is my home track and shit. I'm going to just lead this whole race. You know, it felt like, I mean, honestly, like, watching the whole race, like, Truex got in front of him a couple times, and then he had that speeding penalty, but, like, Joey Logano kind of creeped up on me a little bit. Jay's boy, Joey Logano, his pick to win the race. He surprised me because Penske is notorious for short run speed. Yep, there we go. We got the hat. Penske is absolutely notorious for short run speed and having shit long run speed. And this week...
Lately.
Yes. But this week, like, Logano got him. Like, Logano went up and passed him. And then...
They made proper adjustments.
Yeah, you know, Paul Wolfe is actually a good crew chief, unlike Jeremy Bolin. So
I couldn't agree more.
Jeremy Bolin's kind of fucked Brad Keselowski's entire race.
Yo, much of a suck ass.
And Todd Gordon was like, "Hey, can I get on the same strategy, boy?"
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
And thankfully, Joey Logano was like, "Nah, I'm good being on my own. Like, I don't need to run this team strategy bullshit."
But we got a surprise winner out of that.
We did. We had.
Yay.
We had that boy Kevin Harvick was trying to do Stuart Haas proud. Stuart Haas has had nothing good happen to him the entire season. And then Kevin Harvick was like, yeah, I'm going to just like blow my right rear tire and slam the wall with 19 to go. And then
y'all mind?
Yeah, y'all mind for real. And then so there was a battle brewing between Denny Hamlin and Logano. It was going to come down to the end of the race, and then Harvick was like, "Nope, we're going to bring everybody back into it. All 8 cars on the lead lap."
Was it really going to be a race to the end though? I feel like Logano was.
Yeah. Well, Hamlin was catching him though. Hamlin, I think, was better on that last run, just by a little bit. But yeah, so
I mean, you can't deny that Hamlin got to his inside, fell back, and came back to his inside.
Hamlin.
Nobody could make a pass on the inside. On like it was real weird.
I was expecting him to move him, honestly. Like with like 20
he
to go.
Definitely would have.
I think he would have if it came down to it.
I thought he was gonna fuck him up on the restart. Honestly, I thought because Joey took the outside, right?
On the restart. Outside
and I thought Hamlin was just gonna come up and move him up the track and
clean him out.
Yeah, I mean, especially how, Hamlin's all talk if he doesn't do that, because Hamlin was talking about how he should have done that
at Bristol
back when Joey won the race at Bristol. Yeah, I mean, Joey's a Joey's a better driver than Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin has better cars than Joey, is my opinion on that.
That's a controversial hot take. Let your hot takes.
It's a controversial hot take. That is.
You can't tell me that. I don't know. I think, imagine what Joey would do in a Joe Gibbs car. Like, if they switched cars, I think Denny Hamlin would be not even close to as good as Joey.
That is
One's the NASCAR champion. Let's just, put that out there. One can actually close the deal once in a while. Denny Hamlin, whatever.
He has more wins, though, I think.
Yeah, he's also been around longer, and he's like 10 years older. Yeah, exactly.
How many
you don't
years
think
is
Joey's going to have? I think Joey will equal or better what Denny Hamlin has for wins by the end of his career, unless he retires early.
Yeah, I mean,
they have Joey Logano has like 29, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
2004 for Hamlin, and then 2000.
That's a tough question. Like, I feel, honestly, I just feel like there's a lot of tracks where Denny Hamlin is just really fucking good at. Yeah, no, that's gonna be a tough one.
They're good at a lot of the same tracks too. I feel like.
I feel like they're pretty even, honestly.
I think they're pretty even as well. I think once they both retire, they're gonna have pretty similar stats, to be honest.
Yeah, Hamlin is definitely straight up 10 years older than Joey right now. Hamlin's 40. Hamlin's got 551 races, 44 wins. Joey's got 444 with 27 wins.
But like, how many? So what year did like how old was Denny when like he came in the Cup Series? Because like Logano was like 19 or something.
That's
like
true.
When he came into the Cup Series.
Yeah,
Hamlin had to have been like 23 or 24.
Yeah, like, Hamlin made his debut in 2004.
2004.
And you said he's 40 what right now?
He's 40.
40
even.
So yeah, around that age. 20-something.
Well, yeah, it says 2005, and then for Hamlin it was his first race, and 2008 was Joey's, but I don't think that was a full-time season because I was at Loudon, and Loudon's never kicked off the.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Daytona 500 year Loudon.
Joey also played ice hockey when he was a young child, so that automatically makes him better.
Absolutely fucked up.
I like to see Denny Hamlin go skating, see what happens then.
Dude, what if he was like a master figure skater?
I could actually see that.
Dude, did you see apparently in Logano's press conference, like he said something about like he put the quote in. I don't remember what the exact quote is, but I know he put in like, as Denny would say, that's just short track racing.
That's dope.
I was like, damn, respect for you, Joey. That's pretty funny. Anyways,
so also has 30 Xfinity wins to Denny's 17. Let's just put that out there too.
Yeah, but how many starts though?
Yeah.
Joey in 176 starts in Xfinity, and Denny 162. So
wow,
basically the same.
Okay. But anyway, so this is breaking news. None of those guys won the race, so
it is the man, the myth behind Ryan, Alex Bowman sneaking
in behind you, technically, probably.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's Jimmy. That's Jimmy.
Keep telling yourself that Jimmy didn't win. Jimmy didn't have a single W for Ally. So one thing
that's like the craziest part about it is like the 48 car hasn't won since 2017 and Ally hasn't been to fucking victory lane. That was insane.
Well, I mean, they won the Clash, but that doesn't really count.
They won the Clash by wrecking Paul Menard.
Yeah.
You got to wreck the with 69 top 10s.
Dude, if you only win the Clash in your NASCAR career and someone goes, oh, it's too bad you didn't win, and you said, I won the Clash, and everybody just starts laughing, I think.
Think how much more that Clash would have meant to fucking Paul Menard than Jimmy Johnson.
Paul Menard is one win.
Hey, at least Paul Menard made it a good one to win. That's about the only thing I can say about Paul Menard.
At least it's a crown jewel.
I think his family owns that track anyway, so I think it kind of just makes sense. Let's bring up the big story to come out of today. Ryan broke this story, at least for us. Jennifer Jo Cobbie.
Is that the biggest story?
In my mind, it is. that come out of today, at least. I don't know if
Okay.
any other big
Yeah.
stories came out of today.
Monday when we are recording this. That was probably the biggest news to come out of the day.
Jennifer
NASCAR-
Jo Cobb.
So Jennifer Jo Cobb was supposed to run the race at Talladega this coming weekend for Rick Ware Racing in the number 15 car. And NASCAR basically said, she fucking sucks.
Sucks.
Get the fuck out of here, Jen Jo Cobb. You wreck Norm Benning, you don't get to race.
That was complete bullshit what happened between her and Norm.
I was listening on the radio because I was driving, and they made it sound like she basically like stopped and then just waited for him to come out.
Dude, she spun out of like on the back straightaway off of his bumper. I don't know what happened there.
After the fact.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. And then she like was in the pits and like was so slow. It was unbelievable. I was like, there's a 0% chance she meets minimum speed. She is like running like a go-kart like around this track. Why these Xfinity or these Truck Series cars are going around here. And then like after I see the leaders like all like 30 of them go around her in like one corner, like she just turns straight into fucking Norm Benning, and she's like, "Yeah, I don't know what happened. I think something broke on the right side of the car. I just got up into him. Blah blah blah."
That sounds like Mr. Matt Kenseth at Martinsville one time.
For sure.
That's what it was. It was like, and NASCAR was like, "We're gonna need Jennifer Jo Cobb and her spotter if she has one, and her crew chief if she has one."
Her spotter, Mike Harmon. We're gonna need her and Mike Harmon down here to the trailer.
You look inside her car, it just has like a notepad next to her.
All you see is Mike Harmon running through the parking lot because he doesn't want to go to the NASCAR hauler, dude. He's just hauling ass, dude.
Dude, where's the nearest Applebee's?
Kyle, get the car. Weatherman, get the car. Let's go.
Come on, Curry, let's go. Roll out. Harmonizers, roll out.
You know that's the crew, dude. It's always Mike, Bailey, and Kyle.
Oh,
Dude,
Applebee's.
What if Mike Harmon was fast as fuck?
Oh, and
he
I
ran
listened
like a
to
4.4.
I listened to one of their radios one time, and I'm pretty sure like Mike Harmon's wife is one of their spotters or something. Because there's like an old lady who's one of their spotters. No joke. I can't remember if it was Curry or Weatherman, but she was like, "Oh, what do we do next, Mike?" And I'm like, "Oh, this is too good. I can't stop listening to this. It's like a train wreck." It's like you start to understand why these cars do stupid things when there's some old lady up in the booth just like cooking a fucking stew. Got a crock pot with like a stew in front of her, just trying to spot for Bailey Curry, dude. Like
this is literally why we are called the Backmarkers podcast, because we fucking love the Backmarkers. Like they are the most memeable, greatest people in NASCAR, if we're being honest. Like you're probably right. Like whoever was Mike Harmon's spotter at like Martinsville was probably down in there getting like 30 Martinsville hot dogs to bring up to all her.
That was closed during the Xfinity race, dude. Everybody kept showing pictures of hot dogs, and then the broadcast was like, "This is a sad moment where they show the thing and it's closed." And I'm like, are all these people just making their own hot dogs and pretend they're having a Martinsville hot dog? That's fucking bullshit, dude. Fucking NASCAR sucks, dude. Oh yeah,
Virginia.
I mean, like my brother has a hot dog maker in his trailer, so I'm sure like NASCAR drivers probably do too. I mean, they probably have something nicer than that, so they probably just nuked a hot dog, and we're like, "Look, it's a Martinsville hot dog.
It's a Martinsville hot dog. You just whip that shit up in the microwave."
And they probably just took a picture and then threw it in the trash can. Those fucking assholes. So yeah, Jen Jo Cobb is the driver of the week. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, dude. So who's gonna be in the fucking 15 car this week then? That's the real
probably
question.
James Davidson. I mean,
Probably
why would he
coming back?
He was already in that car this week.
I mean,
he was in that car. He was in that car on Sunday. You know what I hate to see? Like more than any, let's chalk up these two things to just fluky ass fluke bullshit. Johnny Sauter and Eric Almirola. Well, was Eric Almirola top 5?
He was up there.
Sixth.
Yeah. So we had Almirola finish 6th and Johnny Sauter finished 5th. So I think we can chalk that up to like there was a bizarre moment in each race where these shitty drivers got to go to the front. I just hope it doesn't start a trend with either of those guys, because I want to see both those guys out of their rides at the end of the year.
Watch Almirola win a championship.
I'll bet you that $375 you have in your pocket that That doesn't happen.
I'll bet this orange peel that it does.
That smells good. Throw it in your car. It smells good.
Yeah,
this is the most unfortunate thing about NASCAR, and I think this is I think Denny Hamlin brought this up in one of his interviews. This is the most unfortunate part about NASCAR is you could win 35 races and not win the championship.
And don't forget the Clash, baby.
You could win 35 races, you could win the Clash, you could win the All-Star race, and not win the fucking championship. It does not get more stupid than that.
Not only that too, but lead the most laps in the championship race.
You
lead
could
99% of it.
You could literally lead 99.9% of the laps in the season and not win the championship. That's just how dumb the NASCAR currently is. The NASCAR point standing, the NASCAR.
I know, dude. If that happened to 35 wins, led every single lap so far, 100% of the laps led, and they're just he's got about 22 playoff points.
I'm literally, I would literally, I think my life would be complete if somebody did that and then they didn't win the championship just to see what would happen the next season.
It'd be Denny Hamlin.
The polar opposite. Oh yeah, for sure. It's the polar opposite though.
And Austin Dillon win the championship or something.
Oh yeah, no.
I'd stop watching NASCAR for sure. I'd find something else to do.
My grandpa stopped watching NASCAR after Kyle Busch won the 2015 title. He stopped watching for 2 years. So I'd always go over. I'd be like, "You gonna watch the race today?" And he's like, "No." And I'm like, "All right, peace."
Kyle Busch won.
I get that. He must have been refreshingly angry when he won the championship again.
No, actually, he was fine with it. It was just I think it was closer to the incident with Ron Hornaday because family friend, best friend.
Yeah, when's old Horny Gay gonna be on the podcast, bro? You need to talk to your grandpa.
I gotta bring him on. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, yo, you want to go on this high budget podcast?"
We won't even have him on the podcast proper. We'll have him on the side stories episode where we get stories from racers.
I'm literally just putting this out there, but Ron Hornaday in that Rick Ware 15 car this weekend though.
Yo,
fucking who we all wish, I think, for the rest of the year.
I mean,
speaking of bizarre things, I was looking at driver averages for recent races. So since 2018, do you know what driver has the best average finish at Talladega?
Oh God! Wait, hold on.
There's no way you guys get it. There's no fucking way.
All right, let me try.
He's not actively driving in NASCAR, but they still have him on this list. He might still be driving a car or something adjacent to it.
Wait, is he actually driving something in 2021 competitively or no?
He is competitively driving in a NASCAR series still, but not in NASCAR. Yeah.
Wait, in the top three series of NASCAR?
In the top 3 series of NASCAR. One of the top 3.
Oh, he is in the top 3 series?
He is. Yes, he is in one of the top 3 series, but he's not driving in NASCAR, so he's in. That leaves 2 series to think about. He did very well this weekend. John Hunter Nemechek.
Are you serious?
Wow.
Average finish of 8th in his 2 races that he raced in the Cup Series at Talladega.
That's kind of bull.
2 top 10s, though. 2 top 10s. That's... Yeah.
It is a Talladega, though.
In that car.
I think his top 10 at Darlington was more impressive.
Dude, the three drivers with the best average finishes are John Hunter, Regan Smith, and Eric Almirola.
What a fucking...
And then it goes Denny, Joey, Priest, Ty Dillon, Ryan Newman, Hemrick, and then Reddick. That's the top 10 for your best average finishes at Talladega.
God, Talladega's going to be a shit show.
Honestly, I'm fucking ready. Give me fucking Talladega, honestly, dude. I'm ready for a shit show.
Joey Logano has the most laps led in that period of time with 201 by 50 laps over the next guy.
Congrats to Joey Logano.
Dude, I will say this. I watched an old Talladega race that Brad was leading. I don't think I've ever seen a motherfucker lead so many laps at a play track in one race. He, in that race, I want to say it was 3 or 4 years ago, but I've never seen a guy control a race like that. Yeah, it was just he would just go lane to lane, slowly run.
You used to be able to do that. Now the spoiler's so fucking huge and the runs are so fast. You can't block. in NASCAR anymore.
No, you get Alex Bowman. You get what happened to Alex Bowman and with Joey Logano. You just get fucking bapped out of the way.
you cannot block with this current package. You just honestly that's a good question to bring up for Talladega. It's like, would you like, what position do you want to be like coming to the white flag? What position do you want to be in?
Third or fourth?
Yeah,
third,
like
fourth?
within the top 5, but not first.
Because you can sneak by the wreck when the guy in second inevitably wrecks the guy in first. If you're in second or third, you can hypothetically sneak by that accident.
I think third is the money spot, honestly.
Brad Keselowski was on his way to becoming a fucking plate god before they changed the package.
Oh,
like he was going to be up there with Earnhardt.
He was 5 wins at Dega, and like he's got, I know he doesn't have a 500, but he's got what, like 2 July wins at Daytona or something like that.
I think so.
He's got. I mean, he's 5 wins at Dega alone.
Oh yeah, but like if we're being honest though, like with this current, I know it's gonna like change next year, obviously, but like with this current package and like how big the runs come, like not even fucking Dale, bro. Not even fucking Dale would be able to like consistently like win
he'd be like 4 laps ahead probably.
That's
too big.
He'd go 2 laps down and finish 2 laps ahead. Oh no, sorry, I can't say that because Bill Elliott's the only one who's done something ridiculous, like come from a couple laps down at a plate track to win.
Pre-restrictor plate days.
Then again, his car was probably going 375 miles per hour.
Every dollar I got in my wallet is how fast he was going.
It's still pretty impressive. I mean, Brad, the closest person to Brad's 5 wins is Joey with 3, and nobody else has more than 2 at Talladega behind them.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a play track. It is what it is. How about SHR? They still suck.
Well, I mean,
they did okay this weekend.
Eric Almirola finished 6th, and then the rest of them, I think, were in the 20s.
Yeah, I mean,
was up there all day. He just
but he didn't finish up there.
Yeah, Harvick was up there. Like Harvick was probably like top 6 most of the entire race, and then he had that tire go down, and then Almirola, he was top 10 most of the race.
Briscoe 22nd, Custer 23rd, Harvick 24th.
Yeah,
that pretty much sums up.
Yeah,
all that happened was Harvick and Almirola switched places. That's pretty much all that's happened in that race.
It's really insane. Like I really can't remember a single organization going from like. Because remember, like midway part of last year, there was a point where like everybody was like, Stuart Haas is the best team. Like they are so fast everywhere.
They became
this year,
of 2018.
Yeah, to just they don't have anything. Like they're so bad. Like
and you really can't say that they're spending too much time on F1 cars because we know that's not the truth.
Well, I mean, when you spin every time and ruin the car, it costs a lot of money.
I think they know this is a loss. I almost believe they know this is a lost season, and they're just like getting amped up for next year or something.
Oh,
because
I don't think that's a bad idea
Custer
at all.
stinks, and Chase Briscoe stinks for sure. Eric Almirola, despite what happened this week, fucking stinks. And like, I think he's the most likely one to be out of a ride. I think next year.
Well, I was gonna say, Jay, because like if I said if you're Tony Stewart, and I said, okay, you gotta pick one to leave, like Almirola, Briscoe, Custer. Like, which one are you picking to leave?
He picks Harvick.
I guess it really depends on how much money Smithfield's bringing to the table. If they're sponsoring him for the full season, it's going to be Briscoe, because Briscoe I don't think he's bringing like a little bit of high point money. And
but
Custer,
though,
high point doesn't make bacon,
dude.
That's true.
What's his face? Custer only has Haas on his hood. That's it.
Because his daddy works there.
Oh, that's true.
His dad's like a vice president at Haas.
All right,
but that's still bullshit. That's still Haas money, just sponsoring Haas cars.
So straight talent wise, like who would you rather have, like Briscoe or Custer?
Briscoe.
Yeah.
Like
I think he's a better actual driver.
Like easily, or like is it even close to you?
I don't think it's close.
Pretty
I think
easily.
Cole Custer got a lucky win last year, and other than that, he fucking stinks.
I think you kind of have to look back at what Custer did in the Xfinity Series, like when he was there, because
He didn't win a
he got 10 wins
championship,
in a
just like
season.
Chase Briscoe didn't win a championship.
no,
after
he didn't
winning
win a
bunch of races.
championship, but also look like who the fuck was Briscoe had literally Cindric. That was literally really the only competition. Like,
And he still
Custer had to
lost
go
the championship.
against fucking Tyler Reddick and Christopher Bell.
That's true.
Like that.
And it looks like those two
Didn't-
guys are both better drivers in Cup Series cars, even though one of them doesn't have a win yet. He probably
I
should.
mean, Custer though, like, how many?
Would you
wins-
rather have Christopher
Yeah.
Bell, Cole Custer, or Tyler Reddick at this
Reddick.
point?
Christopher Bell.
Yeah, I would. I mean, those would be my top two choices. I would just tell Cole Custer to go fucking bug off somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably right.
He can go work at an assembly line at Haas Automation. I mean, geez, I
I
don't know,
still
man.
think he's pretty good though. Like,
Would you put money on Cole Custer having a win this year in the Cup Series?
I mean, no, because Stuart Haas
No.
sucks, but
Yeah, and so does he.
I wouldn't
He's the
put I wouldn't put a money on like Tyler Reddick having one either. Like,
No, but I think Cole Custer is probably the worst driver at the worst team, the worst big team in NASCAR right now.
not Kyle Busch.
No, I mean Kyle Busch is unfortunately.
My
still
grandpa
somewhat
just stopped
relevant.
watching the podcast. God damn it! Don't mention his name.
Sadly, he's 11th in points. It's just like it doesn't make like Bubba's 20th in points, and he's ahead of Reddick and Suarez. But it feels like those two guys outdo Bubba every race. So I don't get it.
It's so weird, dude. Like, obviously, like when Kyle Busch was dominating the sport, you're just like, fuck, Kyle Busch won. But like the last year and then like this year, I'm kind of like, there's like a small part of me that just like wants him to like win some, because like I honestly feel like it's better for the sport, like if he is
That's
winning.
the gay part of you.
No. Like I honestly feel like that like it is legitimately better for the sport, because like personality wise, like is there a better like personality in NASCAR than Kyle Busch? Like
But hasn't he always been better when he's losing? Like he's so much funnier when he's losing
That's
because
true.
he's not trying to be funny. When Kyle Busch is trying to be funny, it's painful to watch because he's so unfunny. But when he's just
Yeah.
angry, he's awesome. I mean, you get a Gase and a Smithley. Like I could watch that all day long.
But I feel like for him to like hit that peak, like he also has to be like winning cup races too, and that's
No thanks.
I don't know.
I hope
Speaking
he has
of not
one
winning
winless
drivers-
season in his life.
I made a fun little list earlier.
Ooh.
Kyle Busch, Denny, Kevin Harvick, Chase, and Keselowski, which pains me, all still have 0 wins this year. I wouldn't have put money on that. I guess is probably the best way to put that. I would
don't
not
I
have
wouldn't
put
either.
Could you imagine saying
the parlay on
Chase,
that.
Harvick, Keselowski, Hamlin would not win a race in the first 9
And
races?
Keselowski.
That's you would be insane to say that.
I would have thought the odds would have been better that Genjo Cobb wins a truck race.
Yeah, honestly. I think now that we're talking about all this, I feel like we didn't spend enough time with the guy that actually ended up pulling out the dub this week, Alex
Because
Bowman.
no one cares about Alex Bowman. Have you ever seen an Alex Bowman fan? If
I
you
like
see a
Alex
40
Bowman.
If you see a fucking 48 in the stands, it's got a Jimmy Johnson on it.
I actually liked Bowman.
No, you
I
don't.
like,
Shut
I
up.
do.
Bowman's cool.
I
Like
picked
Bowman's
I
a cool guy.
picked Bowman to miss the playoffs. He was my surprise pick to miss the playoffs. So he proved me wrong.
I mean, like
He won
I
me
brought
some
this
money
up.
this week too. So
I brought this up last podcast. He was the first driver out through 8 races, and honestly, it wasn't even like performance wise. Like he was really fast at Martinsville, had the speeding penalty, then went back there and like ended up in a wreck. He's been fast a lot this year. He's just had shit happen to him.
I've put him in my FanDuel lineups quite a bit. Like he
Right.
won, and I hate when you have a guy in your lineup that wins you money, and you're like still pained that they won the race. You're like, come
Were
on,
you
man.
really paying that
Are you
Alex
really
Bowman
paid?
won?
Well,
I
I
actually
was
do like Alex
A
Bowman.
little
He's not my
pained
favorite
because my
driver.
guy finished third. You know, like
I mean, yeah,
If
he
Joey
could have
would've
won
finished-
it. Yeah.
second or first, I would. I mean, but it didn't hurt as much as if Denny won. If Denny would have won,
Oh yeah,
I would have really hated it because Denny wouldn't have won me any money. And
I think we're all here for the memes that like how many races can Denny go like just dominate it. Like I mean, let's be honest, like he is dominating this season. Like he has almost double the laps led of any other driver, and he is, you know, he's got 8 top 5s and 9 starts and just doesn't have a win yet. Like, and he's got like almost 90 points on second place. So clearly, like Denny Hamlin has like easily
81.
like clearly Denny Hamlin.
81 on his teammate, 82 on Joey. Those are the only guys close to him.
So
his average running position is 5th too.
Yeah. So like clearly like Denny Hamlin has been the best driver this year. He just unfortunately hasn't led the last lap in any of the races.
He's gone full Mark Martin.
Yeah. So
embrace the tradition.
Dude,
I mean his career is kind of Mark Martin, bro. Like, right? Like how many second place finishes in the standings does he have? So I mean I
said that.
I think, you know,
he's also led 694 laps. The next closest is Kyle Larson with 379.
Yeah,
so that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I mean he's I mean that's just as simple as it is. He's dominated this year. He just doesn't have that win yet.
And he's also second in that category that we were talking about earlier, fastest laps run. Martin Truex 276 and Denny 270.
Yeah, I mean,
that's fucking crazy.
I feel like Truex is going to be a very, very big force to reckon with this year.
I mean, that's not really
He's been hot at the 3
it's
short
not a hot
tracks.
take. It's not a hot take, but I feel like he's going to start dominating again at the 1.5 miles, and I feel like he's going to be the top contender this season. I feel like it's going to be him, Denny, Joey, and
Larson.
Yeah, I think Larson as a Final Four contender.
It's funny that you mentioned that because those guys that have all just were mentioned are the top 5 average finishing position drivers because it's Denny at 5th, Joey at 7.4, Truex at 8, William Bisexual 10th, and then Kyle Larson at 10.6.
Yo, can we get some fucking respect for William Byron? Like, I have been waiting all podcasts to go off on this, but like,
He learned how to race on a computer.
William Byron deserves.
Hold on,
I got
guys.
fucking chastised to begin the season for saying William Byron was my favorite driver. He goes out, wins a race. All
Boring.
Pile up 7 top 10s in a row. This dude is 4th in points. Like he's 5th in driver rating. Like I mean, I don't know what else like Jay and everybody wants out of William Byron, dude. Like
something interesting. Just give me, let him say one interesting thing in an interview. That's not like,
okay, so that's
I want to thank the Lord God. I want to thank the guy who owns Liberty University for letting me suck his dick. And I want to thank iRacing. I learned how to drive on a computer.
Thank you to Bulldog teaching me how to race on iRacing.
Ryan, your voice is not coming through your microphone for some reason.
Nope. You're gone. Nope. All right, boys. 2-man podcast.
Yep, 2-man show now. Well, Ryan tweaks his old dinghy. See if he can get that shit working. I mean, William Byron is known to suck dick. I think is part of the problem. A lot of NASCAR fans. Wait, now we got something going on.
Whoa! It sounds like.
Can you hear me or no?
Whoa!
We can hear you.
Really okay. Loud.
Yeah, you got really loud. Sit back from the mic a little bit. I think you'd be okay.
About like
you
60
hear me?
feet.
Yeah, you're pretty clear.
Okay, we're back now. But honest question though, so William Byron, from where you thought he was gonna be this season, Jay, can you tell me honestly that he has not impressed you this season?
This hurts. It hurts a lot. I'm gonna say it though.
Hey guys, can you hear me? Hey, Nick.
William Byron has been good this year. And I hate it. I never wanted to bitch slap a driver. Well, Austin Dillon, but William Byron's definitely a close second. He learned how to drive on a computer.
I mean, it's just like he has been to this point in the season a top 6 to 7 driver this season, pretty easily.
Okay,
Like,
let's put it this way, because we know what the people who don't listen to our podcast love to talk about, and that's Dale. So Dale in the 20,
Dale up right when we're talking.
Dale in the 24 car had a well-known rivalry. Can you imagine if Dale had to fucking be rivals with William Byron, dude? Imagine, dude. Oh my God. Dale would have just fucking punched that little bitch in the face, dude.
I think Dale would go over to his car and just shit on his head.
He'd be like, Dale, you ever done iRacing? And then all you just see is just a punch right to the throat. And this like William Byron crawl like, Aaron,
come fight him for me.
Yeah. Dale just punched me in the larynx.
William's gonna be like, hey Dale, I can I have some info? Bam.
Can you imagine how many times Dale would have dumped guys like William Byron? Just like he's like, oh, you learned how to race on the computer, all right.
He's like the computer
9 miles per hour in the wall.
Hey, you fucking rainbow!
On William Byron's radio, Dale's giving me the middle finger every single lap. I don't know what. Ah!
Dale's pouring out a Budweiser at my car right now. I don't know why William Byron has such a southern twangy accent, but I just wanted to make William Byron more of a man.
Did he just throw a Budweiser out of his car?
Dale's throwing wrenches at me.
Okay, but
let's just say that Dale would have had none of that, because William Byron can't even grow one of those cool Jeff Gordon mustaches, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
If he did, I'd like him more if he could grow a Twinkie little mustache at least.
Yeah.
Or if he just said like one angry thing during an interview.
I got this at somebody. Yeah.
Yep. He'd have all my respect.
I mean, okay. So what do you think Ryan
now.
Blaney thinks of William Byron?
Oh, he thinks he's queer.
Oh, for sure. He bullies him. He
calls him a queer right to his face.
Maybe like that's why he's cool with it, because he's just like, oh yeah, this dude's a rainbow.
Hey Ryan, you take me for a ride in one of your Broncos? No, William. Go get pegged by Aaron, bro. Get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah, no. I feel
he doesn't let him in the Broncos unless he rides in the trunk.
I feel like William Byron though, like he's that younger brother that Ryan Blaney just bullies for fun. Like I bully my little brother for fun.
You know, Chase and fucking Blaney are just hanging out at the house, and William Byron's coming in like, "Hey guys, what are you up to? Did you see that picture of me at the dirt race? It looked like I ate a chocolate candle." And like, yeah, William, we saw that. Like, go get us a couple of beers, buddy. What kind of beers you guys want? Just a fucking beer, William. All right, man, I'll be right back. And then, that's just
he comes back with White Claws.
I bet they throw rocks at him, like when he's coming down the driveway. They just start pegging rocks at him and stuff. It's just.
Dude, that's so sad. Like, imagine William Byron just like after every night he goes home of just trying to be included, he just starts crying.
That's so
dude,
sad.
He
that's
cries.
It's so sad.
He cries and like for some reason he's only got like a twin bed too, like, and it's a bunk bed, but he doesn't even have any. Yeah, he's got a bunk bed, but like no one even sleeps in the other bunk, and he still has to take
up room.
He still has to take the top bunk. Aaron has to do that. Aaron Blaney does that sad ladder climb to go sleep with him too.
Oh my god.
And she's definitely the big spoon. I think we know that much.
Well, I mean, when he's crying, yeah.
Yeah, I think all the time, dude.
That actually kind of made me sad. I feel so bad for poor William Byron. Just tries to be so accepted and then just cries.
I think that might be our next song. Is like a sad song about William Byron.
Yes.
And how all he wants to be is accepted, but he learned how to race on a computer and.
He has success this season, but nobody gives a shit.
God damn it. What the fuck does William Byron have
I
to
just
do?
wish that you had a reason to like William Byron. It's like there's no reason to like it. It doesn't make any sense. There's no logic to it. Like, he never did anything cool. He doesn't have a personality.
Started on a computer.
And you generally, you're cool enough to like where you might not be cultured at all. You might be the least cultured person I know, but like you're funny. And William, I don't know. I don't think William. Can you imagine William Byron doing like an open mic stand up night? I just want to thank my team and my sponsors. And this is supposed to be a comedy show. Oh, well, I just want to thank Liberty University.
Get out
next
the
round's on me.
stage.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
Liberty University. You want to drive a real car? Oh, God. Knock, knock. Who's there? Mike Joy. Mike Joy who? You learned how to race on a computer.
Okay. Well, you know what?
Maybe
William
you should bring up
Byron.
William Byron every episode because it's fun.
Salute. You know, you might get hate from people on this podcast, not from me, sir. You have done extraordinarily well to start the season. I hope you continue to show these motherfuckers that you are a real NASCAR driver and you can compete for a championship. So that's all I got to say.
William Byron, if you ever thought about getting your dick sucked by a man, Ryan lives in Madison, Wisconsin. I won't give out his address, but I'm sure you can pretty much find it. It's KU_B_ball fan on all social platforms. So Willie, if you want to get that little bisexual nature on with a boy, I know the guy. Just give me a call. I'll give you my phone number.
She could watch.
Oh, I would watch that. I'd be happy. I'd be happy for Ryan. I wouldn't get any sexual pleasure out of it, but I'd go to bed with a smile on my face that night.
It's like live on this podcast. We're gonna be like, "Go Ryan, go, go."
It would be the first time I enjoyed watching a man get a facial. I think probably. I'd be like, "Go, buddy! You just got your hero's cum on your face, man. That's good. Good for you."
I do want to take a second, bro. Take a quick break and mention our sponsor, Stock Car Racing. From
straight up,
not very
Old Navy Stock Car Racing.
I just thought it fit the podcast, a low budget shit, so that's why we're wearing it.
It's F1 happened this weekend. You guys?
Dive into that real quick.
Yeah, we don't need to rate the race anymore. Everybody knows we thought it was stupid. Move on.
I like the F1 race. I think Lewis Hamilton's drive was very, very underrated. He was on a different level, bro. Like,
Strong take.
Holy shit, he passed cars in a Mercedes.
Yeah, it is. Obviously, he has a good car, but still, from what he did, just like how fast he was, just coming throughout the field like that, pretty impressive.
Wait,
like,
you're telling me Lewis Hamilton finished on the podium? Oh yeah, my God, bro.
Spinning out. What was he stuck in, like 8th, 9th? It's hard to pass that many cars in a race.
Bubba Wallace should be taking notes.
Facts, though. Lewis Hamilton can outdrive probably half the NASCAR.
Imagine if Lewis, dude, would Bubba Wallace retire from racing if they opened a second car and it was Lewis Hamilton as the driver? I would straight up retire. I'd be like, nope, the world hates me. This is enough. I'm out. Lewis Hamilton wins every road course race for sure. I mean, like, Chase would probably retire from driving if Lewis Hamilton came over. Oh, dude. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, no, it was definitely like, honestly, the race was pretty much won at the start where like Verstappen started third and he just got a great fucking jump and somehow got to the inside of Lewis going in that turn.
Just punted Lewis.
Yeah, and he was just like, this is all my track,
He
bro.
did exactly what Lewis Hamilton would have done to him. I think is probably the fair thing to say.
They had to do it, though. Like, yeah. I think Lewis without damage was faster overall.
How many times are F1 races just won off the start? It's crazy. That's the craziest part.
They're just won or lost right there. Like, it's crazy how, like, you think about, like, a NASCAR race and, like, you think about the start, you're like, okay, that was a start. But, like, an F1 race, it's, like, literally sometimes that's it, honestly, because you can't get around.
That's why I think that 8th to 2nd was really impressive from Lewis Hamilton, is because you don't do that in F1. You do not do that in F1.
Especially at a
How many laps did he have to go when that happened? It
was about mid-race, but still, like, most people only gain like 2-3 spots a race.
I think it goes to show you how much those are the moments where you realize that car, not only is he a very good driver, but that car is so much more superior than the other cars on the grid.
That is true, but you got to think too. Like, that man just unleashed another level. Like, there's a reason why he's in a driver.
No doubt, he's the best driver and the best equipment, and he's one of those people who like does what they should do, and that was like next level. But like, he does every week what he should do in that equipment with his skills.
Which doesn't make it as impressive.
But it's still
like
it's impressive.
It is impressive, but like that's the thing. Is like I feel like the gap from Mercedes and Red Bull to like the rest of the field is like insane. Like I just think there's such a huge gap there that it's really not even funny.
Yeah. I got a question for you guys though. Who do you guys think
first?
is better?
How about the boy Lando? I say fuck
Lando, nice podium.
Yes. Yeah.
Who's the better driver though, Lando or Daniel Ricciardo? Yeah.
Norris. I mean, I think
Norris is proving it. Unfortunately, I love Ricciardo.
I don't know. Ricciardo's kind of a dick, dude. Everybody loves him, and he is funny, but he's definitely not a guy who can just stick in one place and try to be successful. I don't really respect all that moving around.
I think he'll get better as the season goes on, as he gets more accustomed to those cars. But yeah, I think at this point, Lando is the better driver.
You got to think though, every team except Red Bull that he's gone to has kind of jumped ship. They kind of fucking sucked. Actually, no, he's only went. Oh yeah, he jumped ship, and all the other teams suck next year. Actually, you know what? He's only been at one other team. My bad. Anyways, yeah.
Keep making things up, bro.
Renault, they fucking suck this year. Renault.
Which one's Renault? Are they Alpine?
Alpine.
Yeah, get it right.
Suck this year. Even
why did they switch to Alpine? Honestly,
I think Renault ran out of money.
What would Dale Earnhardt do in a Renault?
He'd show up Alonso every week.
Dude, yeah, Alonso. It's been a tough start for him, but
same with Vettel.
Yeah.
Let's get Dale Earnhardt Jr. over to F1. He wants to
Yo, Dale and Dale Jr. DEI of F1.
He'll buy Stuart Haas. He'll make Junior Motorsports F1.
That would be pretty funny.
Josh Berry in an F1 car.
Josh Berry and Dale Jr.
Josh Berry and Noah Gragson. Josh Berry and Noah Gragson,
Annette,
baby.
Bro. Don't forget about Michael Annette, dude.
Dude, he'll be the total wolf of the team.
Oh god.
Just start slamming
Hey, this is Michael Annette over on the box. Noah, I'm gonna need you to pull over for your teammate Josh Berry. Michael Annette, this is Noah. I'm gonna need you to go fuck yourself, bud. Talk to you later.
Meet me at the nearest Applebee's.
Honestly, like it's gonna be a great battle all year, I think, between Verstappen and Hamilton. Like I really think like Mercedes, I think is still very good, but I think Red Bull has like upped their game a little bit, and I really think they're going to be competitive throughout the whole season with Mercedes. So I really hope like we get a battle all the way to the end between those guys. Like they each win like 8 races or something. Like that would be awesome just to see like that sort of battle, because like I feel like F1 has been missing that since like the Lewis and Nico Rosberg days.
Nico Rosberg, the guy who goes drunk driving with his dad.
You know, I honestly do feel bad for Valtteri just because, like, obviously he's not very good. I feel bad for him just because I feel like after like last year, his confidence is just gone. Like he's normally like
he's very unlikable.
He's obviously like a top 3 driver just because he's in Mercedes, but I think after last year, after Turkey, he self-destructed and like he can't not run inside the top 5 anymore, even in a Mercedes, and he's done.
Yeah,
I think that mentally.
I'd much rather see George Russell as a teammate to Lewis Hamilton. At least it'd be interesting. You have like a young guy with a personality. Valtteri Bottas is just kind of like, I don't know.
He's a good yes man.
He's like William Byron. Like he's got no interesting facts. And you know William Byron takes naked steams with his manager too. So like
I was about to say like what did you guys think about that wreck between Russell and Bottas?
I mean, I was bummed for Russell.
It was definitely Russell's fault though.
It seemed like I was watching it and like it seemed like at first I thought it was Valtteri's part because I thought he pushed him out a little bit, and then I watched it from like Russell's on board, and like he was still on the pavement the whole time. And I think what happened was because like at that point they were like on the slicks, And then once he got out that far, like I think it was still a little bit wet out there, and I think he just lost control.
No,
of
he
it.
touched the grass. You're looking a little too deep into there, bud.
Do you think he touched the grass? I thought he left him enough.
He 100% touched the grass a little bit. He went
Grass
out a little
gate.
bit wider. So he thought Valtteri was gonna come up and try and block, so he went a little bit higher and just totally messed up and touched the grass and spun out left.
He did the backmarker thing. Backmarkers think they need to give the good guy extra room, and then they go and do it, and then they end up fucking themselves over.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
George Russell, we believe in you. Wreck Valtteri Bottas every race.
And give him the good old chrome horn, buddy.
Yeah, we'll fucking go over there. We'll put a Nerf bar right on George Russell's front wing, and we'll just fucking.
We just give him a fast modified.
Oh, dude, we'll reinforce that bad boy with Nerf bars all around the wing, dude, just so he can just bump Bottas anytime he sees him lapping him or whatever.
He's like, fuck aerodynamics, we got bumpers.
Yeah.
Just do the bump and run, baby.
There was a good amount of motorsports this weekend. We had the Northeast Classic up here. I don't want to go over the results of that.
Rest in peace.
Are you sure?
Yep. There was other stuff. There IndyCar. We had IndyCar at Barbour Motorsports Park.
Box Motorsports.
Big iRacing track. I believe we know a guy named Bulldog who probably has like all the fastest laps there.
Oh, every single car, every single lap time.
You know, I got a 12-inch dick, and I know the braking points at Barbour Motorsports Park.
He's like, but what's that brake bias, though?
Hey, Cole, you want to go race on iRacing in Barbour Motorsports Park?
Do I get to lick your ball?
Oh, yeah. You know that's a fact. And by want to go iRacing, I actually meant toss my salad while I race on my toilet.
And you can maybe touch my Fanatec.
I'll let you run one lap around Barbour, and if you don't post better than this lap, then you gotta lick my fucking ball.
He runs like a 3-second lap, and he's just like, yeah, it's a little bit slow, so you have a chance.
Even though I don't want to at all, I guess we could probably look ahead to the future this coming weekend. We've got Talladega, baby.
Oh, I thought you meant St. Pete. Okay, Talladega.
Oh yeah, sorry. That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah, that's a true racing.
F1 probably doesn't race for at least another week, right? They probably have like 12 weeks off.
Yeah, like half a month off.
No, I think they're Portugal, and then like they got a week off Portugal, and then Spain, and then a week off. And then I don't know where it is, and then like what's it called?
Shit, they're going to Portugal? Do they drug test those guys?
That's a good question.
Portugal drugs are legal in Portugal.
Dude, I just remember about that Portugal track is because I think did they not race there for a while until last year?
Yeah.
Sure.
Because it has that ridiculously long straightaway that like it's just like if you have DRS, like you're just passing the dude. Like that's pretty much how it works at that track. It's just like you got DRS,
yeah, straight away, yeah. You got that Dale really speedy on board.
That's pretty much what it is. Like yeah.
There's no limit. Is there a limit? There's only a limit to when you can use DRS, right? Like there's not because IndyCar had a certain amount of time that you could use push to pass, which doesn't sound near
there's no limit.
DRS.
As long as
so what
within
DRS,
a second.
Yeah, what DRS does, it just opens up a little duct in the back.
I do know that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know how that works.
Okay, just making sure. So
do you know how push to pass works? Because I don't know how that. I'm assuming it's similar.
Push.
No,
just
it
push the button, and maybe
you look at the button, and then sometimes it'll go in, sometimes it won't.
It's funny though because they have it's actually really cool what they do is like on like some of the IndyCar broadcasts they'll like show it they'll scroll through and it'll be like this driver has this much push to pass left or this much.
That's what I saw in the highlights. They were showing like the last couple of laps and like the guy in second, I think it was Willpower, not Will. Let me say that separated.
Willpower.
Not that the second place driver had a lot of willpower. but he had like 94 seconds of push to pass left, and the leader had like
just
none
holding
or
it down
something.
the whole time. He looked.
I know, they're like, this guy's about to go, and I'm like, where is he going, dude? Not going anywhere. Like, what the fuck? Push to pass, bro. You're second and a half behind.
Hold it down.
Dude, like, that's what I want. Dude, I want that in NASCAR, at least on the road courses. Something
that would be sick.
Like that. Like your spoiler just fucking goes down inside the car,
honestly,
or
bro,
stays back.
We need that at like fucking Pocono and Michigan and like some of these stupid tracks on the schedule, like Texas. Like we need like push pass there.
Even like at plate tracks, but with a limit. If you had a limit to how much you could use,
that would be kind of sick.
You might actually be able to pass someone cleanly, because you could just like, fake up and then push to pass and get a jump on them. Like, I don't know.
Imagine like you save all your push to pass like the last restart, and like you and another car just like tandem, and like you just hold it down the whole last 2 laps.
Like you get like 10 laps of push to pass, and you're just using that like the last lap.
Yeah, these guys are going like 250, like.
Yeah, in NASCAR, it's not anything. It's just a big tank of NOS.
Just like strapped to like the hood.
Yeah. Or just some rocket fuel that just mixes in with the regular fuel if you press the button.
You see Mikey run out into the pit stop with it.
That would be pretty sick, honestly.
I mean, it would be. I mean, who knows? I mean, what they're doing, they're turning the next generation cars. I mean, May 5th is coming right up, and I got to say, I'm pretty excited to see.
Cinco de Mayo.
Not for that. No.
Oh,
really? You ain't get me with none of that Mexican bullshit.
Hey,
I'm talking about
JB's birthday.
JB's birthday. JB's going to be 57 years old.
He's going to be on the podcast for his birthday. I will say happy birthday.
Wait, how old? No, JB's not that old, is he?
No, he's still in the 40s.
Oh, shit. He had you when he was a young buck, didn't he?
I forget how old he is exactly, but I'll give you guys an answer.
Because if he's in his early 40s, he had you obviously in his early 20s. Like that's
yeah.
I think he's probably closer to the old 5.0.
He's closer to the 5.0.
4.0. Yeah,
he's closer to the 5.0 than the 4.0, but he's still in the 4.0s.
What about the 5 though?
Yeah, I bet he's a couple years above that. That's my guess. That's my best guess. Also, I'd like you to. I don't want to give away too much, but I'd like you to show your dad what I wrote today.
Oh, yes.
You know that motherfucker knows Space Oddity, bro.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but we're gonna see the new cars, the Gen 7 cars, for each manufacturer.
And we'll have a live reaction on Facebook.
Our live reaction.
It's just gonna be all of us coming at once.
Oh yeah,
putting our dicks together like
it's just gonna look like
America
this
cartoon.
But we should make like a bet on like which car is gonna look the stupidest.
Yeah.
One, because like 2 of them will look like decent, and then one of them is just gonna look stupid.
And now unveiling the Pontiac.
I
feel like it's gonna be
Ford.
Toyota that looks stupid. But.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Toyota will probably look the worst.
Honestly, the rear end of that next gen car looks retardo.
Does it?
It looks awful. I'm not a fan of the looks of it.
I just think it's just gonna be different. I just hope it makes the racing better. I'm just skeptical, I guess, until I actually see it. Hopefully after May 5th, maybe we'll see more tandem testing. I just want to see what it does in the draft. It's going to have to, cars should be able to pass each other. I guess it's just a theory about racing.
I want to see it with 900 horsepower again.
It's just, of all the racing series, like, no cars can pass each other. Like the trucks in the Xfinity cars are the best at actually like being able to pass. And then even like F1, Indy, and all that, it's really hard to pass. Like it would be much more. Just put them all in Mazdas, dude. Put them all in those fucking little Mazdas, dude. Those Miatas. Yep. That shit is actually pretty exciting.
It is.
Isn't it crazy how like I was thinking about this the other day, like NASCAR literally went away from like the Indy Oval because like you couldn't pass, and like honestly like Indy for like IndyCar is like probably the most passes you see all season.
Oh, facts.
Like it's kind of funny how that works.
It's just not set up for stock cars, you know?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't. Yeah.
And now NASCAR is basically just half fucking road courses, so it is what it is. It's
we need more road courses, baby.
More.
Yeah, that's Chase Elliott banging on NASCAR's door, begging for
a barber, and then let's go to Button Willow.
Imagine if they just ran the roval at every track that had a roval. Oh my god.
Yeah. That would be pretty fun.
Texas has a roval, I think.
Honestly, why don't they do that?
I don't know if I brought this up to you guys, but I did not know that LA had a city circuit for the NASCAR West Series.
Until you watched Black Flags Matters video, or whatever it was.
No, I think someone brought it up to me, and then I remember that I have a picture of it, of like them racing there, and I was like, wait a minute, what
JB's
the fuck?
trying to throw Tyler. JB's trying to chuck
he's
Tyler
like, put him
over
in the
barrier.
seat! Put him in the seat! I'm like,
who you got winning that Dega race, though?
Who's asking? For me?
Yeah, you. Who you got?
So the cup race? Are we going cup race? Or are we going?
Yeah,
Xfinity?
who cares about Xfinity? It doesn't matter.
Noah Gragson wins. Heard it here
All
first.
right. My pick to win the Cup Series race at Talladega. William Byron.
I saw that. I knew that was coming, dude. I almost said it, but I didn't want to burst your bubble there.
William Byron has turned into the best super speedway racer in the Cup Series, and he is going to win at Dega and join Martin Truex as the only multiple winners this season.
All right, well, buddy, you think you got the real hot takes, but I got the hottest take right here.
All right, let's
wait. I'm gonna need you to hold your hot take. I felt like there's been too much distance between Ryan and I lately, and to support Ryan, I'm also gonna pick William Byron.
Woo! Let's go!
But Joey Logano probably wins.
That's a pretty good take right there, but
let's turn on the burners, baby. Bring us a heater.
Michael McDowell is gonna go 2 in a row on the plate tracks.
That is a hot take, and it's not unbelievable either. If he's running third or fourth on the final lap, I'm gonna be worried for anybody who's in front of him.
Yeah.
What happens if Brad? What happens if like Joey wrecks Brad or Brad wrecks Joey again with one of the?
Hilarious. I would
and then
die
McDowell
laughing.
was like, "All right,
Dude, that would
my time to shine, baby."
You know, if McDowell's running behind those two guys with a couple laps left, he's gonna be rock hard.
Oh, the real question is, what are you guys gonna do if Bubba Wallace ends up winning?
I will tip my cap to the gentleman.
And I will say, sir, you are fine, winner. And let's bring in Lewis Hamilton.
Michael Jordan must be a drinker because that article, like, he thinks Bubba Wallace is going to have a couple wins by the end of the season, maybe more. And I'm like,
maybe more.
He said this he said this before the season started. I'm sure his expectations have been tempered a little bit.
Denny Hamlin was like, "Look, bro, we're not getting anywhere very big."
Dude, they are not even making the playoffs. Like,
dude, that's the thing though. Like, so what if Denny had like 5 wins this year and like he's behind Bubba like at Dega on the last lap? Like, is he just pushing him or what?
I don't know. Probably. If he had a win.
Shit.
I don't know. Is Denny like Larry Smith? You know, Larry Smith pushed a friend to a victory at a play track.
I don't think Denny's a team cuck. I don't think Denny is a Larry Smith team cuck. So,
you know, real quick though,
that's his
I gotta
actual
ask you guys
drive.
a question.
He owns that actual car though. So,
who would you guys wreck for a win? A Cup Series win.
What do you mean?
Like if I was in a Cup car,
if you were in a Cup car, you're driving in second place, and whoever is in front of you, like anybody known to man, who would you wreck?
I mean, like
Byron.
anybody.
Would you
William
dump
Byron
your
would be
grandma?
the most fun, or Austin Dillon. But I would wreck any fucking driver if I was suddenly in a Cup car.
Anybody.
Yeah,
would you wreck your brother?
Yes.
Yeah, Ryan doesn't have a brother, so that's an easy answer.
I'm asking you, Jay.
I've never. No, I wouldn't.
Pussy.
I mean, if it's a Cup win, maybe. If it's like a short track win, then probably not.
I told my dad the other day I'd
Would you do
shit for a win.
Would you do a little bump and run on him though, Jay?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, my brother has always explained it's hard for him to do that, where he races and he builds cars for people,
Right.
because he really can't pull that shit on his customers. So that's a tough position to be in, honestly.
Too. Yeah.
You have to be really much more careful with a car that you built, because they might bring it back to you to rebuild it after you put them in the wall.
Put him into the wall.
But I will say this, having watched plenty of my brother's races, he's got enough talent to pass a guy. He can put a bumper on a guy and not put him in a wall. You know what I mean? Plus, it's short track racing. You're not going nearly as fast. And I mean, I would like to see him put Derek Griffith in wall. But.
All right, let's go back to the Cup though. Who would you guys rec as a Cup Series driver? Not you, Jay, because we already know William Byron. But how about you, Ryan? Who would you want to wreck?
But my main answer is everyone. I would wreck everyone.
Who'd be your most satisfying?
My most satisfying guy to wreck would probably be
Joey Gase.
No, he's gonna say Joey Logano.
I feel like Joey Logano is too easy to say.
Plus, he would try to wreck him and he would save it.
You know what?
He would put you in the wall. So
the most satisfying, I think, would be Chase Elliott.
I was just about to say, bro. I think that's my pick. Is Chase Elliott.
I think it would be Chase Elliott.
Especially if Larry Smith, our friend Larry Smith, was your spotter on the radio with you.
No!
You're not clear, Ryan. You're not clear. You wrecked my boy Chase.
Come on, man.
Come on. Like 30 car lanes. He's like, you're not clear yet.
Imagine getting fucking punched in the throat by your own spotter in victory lane. That's because that's what would happen. He'd come running down from the fucking spotter stand and just fucking punch you out.
I didn't say you were clear. You were clear.
Dude, he'd go over to Chase and get on one knee and start apologizing to him and offering him sex.
I think it'd be so funny though, like Dover going into turn 1 on the last lap, just sending Chase Elliott into the wall, and then being like in the interview too, be like, and this is to my friend Larry Smith.
There really hasn't been enough.
Like Elliott, like at fucking Martinsville. That would be hilarious.
God, that would be hilarious.
There hasn't been a lot of like enough bumping this year.
Or honestly, I need a fight. Like, has there been a fight yet? Like in the Cup Series, there hasn't been a fight yet. I don't think
there really hasn't. There really haven't been any great fights in the past few couple of years in the Cup Series.
I know, and like we just got through the short track schedule. Like I feel like it doesn't.
Yeah, all
happen.
3 short tracks in a row.
Yeah,
and there's no bumping.
It's boring. My dad tried to tell me that like super late models are more exciting than modifieds the other day, and I was like, no. He's like, yeah, because they bump each other. I'm like, you really haven't watched a modified race in a while, have you? It's like they've got fucking
watched the World Series.
They've got bars specifically for bumping, and super late model drivers are like, yeah, I don't want to spend like $65,000 on a new car. I'm okay with this. I'll finish second.
Well, YT. Okay, so you pick McDowell, right?
Yeah, to win the race.
Okay. All right.
And watch it, motherfuckers. He's going.
Okay, so here's the only thing I'm going to say about the Dega race is all I'm hoping is there is no big one until stage 3, because we saw last time at Daytona there was a big one right at the start, and then the rest of the race absolutely was terrible.
Hot take. Big one, lap 3.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, obviously, but I just remember the Daytona 500. There was the big one was like on lap 12 or something like that, and
14.
Yeah, but the racing before that was awesome. Like it was through white all the way through the field. Like everybody was like trying to lead, and then like that big one happened and wiped out half the field, and then it was just like fuck. Like everybody was just super wild.
You got to think though, it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't in that situation. Because if you're racing like that, there's obviously going to be a wreck or something. Something happened on Jay's end. Congratulations, Jay.
I pulled up the entry list, and our boy Joseph Gase is racing at Talladega, baby.
Let's go, baby.
And his sponsor just says Davey Allison Tribute. So
does a Rick Ware car get a top 20 this week?
No, they're going to be 4 laps down.
The same day, yeah. Unless we got Harry Burton and Kaz Gralla.
That's kind of wild. They put Kaz Gralla in there.
In that 16 car with the fiery brakes.
And they put Cindric. Cindric's in a Cup car to help out the Penske cars this week. So I don't know.
They forgot to put him on the entry list.
Really?
Yeah, he's not on the entry list.
Hey, bro, he didn't qualify, bro.
Maybe he's just forgot to do the paperwork.
That's the thing, is because like there is a decent amount of NASCAR fans and the fair majority of casual fans that are just there for the huge wrecks, and like I get it, but like let's wait for the huge wrecks to like the end of stage 3, because when so many of the good cars get taken out like towards the beginning, it just because the race is so long as it is, like it's ridiculously long for a Dega race. Like there's no need to make it as long as it is. I just really hope like we make it pretty fucking far without a huge wreck and taking out a bunch of people, because I just want to see good racing at the end of the day. I don't personally, the big wrecks, they don't really get me like at the plate tracks. I just want to see you guys mixing it up and going for the lead and all types of different things. So I hope the big wrecks wait till the end of the race.
This Talladega race is going to be brought to you by Lube Life, because this makes getting butt fucked just feel that much better. So all these drivers who be taking it in the rear end at Talladega,
what are you saying?
Just throw a little water-based lubricant on your rear end and just take it nice and deep. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Ryan, I'll be sending you a bottle of that pretty quickly.
Okay. I appreciate that.
And here comes Pierre Gasly and William Byron.
Mitchell Coons, if you're listening, wink wink. This one's for you. Hey, we know if he's listening, he ain't listening past 9 minutes, so we're good.
Thank you.
We're probably valid at this point, yeah. If he makes it this far, then I got to do something if he's made it this far. So
I guess I'll just clip that and put it on Instagram, where he'll definitely see it.
And at him.
I can't at him because I don't know if I'd be outing him. So.
Oh, we'd be out. We don't give two shits. We'd out him.
Oh God, that's my I'm just gonna out everybody that I can. That's gonna be my goal.
Okay. Oh my God.
You know what?
Girlfriend.
Oh boy.
Okay. I do know a girl who's out in California. She's pretty attractive, but you have a girlfriend, so I probably won't introduce you guys. She's your age too. Shit. Maybe even a couple years older.
Hey, bro, why you knowing girls my age, though?
She was friends with my ex. They worked together. And she's pretty interesting, so I gave her a follow on the gram.
Hey, on the gram.
She climbs, she like rock climbs and shit that it seems dangerous to me. So
that's the average Californian is rock climbing.
She's a Mainer baby. She's tasting that West Coast lifestyle. All right, since it's pretty much nothing else to talk about, it seems like we should have had a lot more to talk about.
Xfinity race.
Oh, give it a fucking break, dude. Michael Annette.
I have a hot take for the Xfinity race.
Justin
All right, let's hear it, pussy boy.
Go ahead.
Okay, so this is my pick to win the Xfinity race at Talladega. You guys ready for it?
Oh, I'm strapped in.
Riley Herbst is going to win the Xfinity race at Talladega.
How about Ryan Sieg, buddy? Ryan Sieg's going to get it done and dump Riley Herbst for the win.
I know I just lost a whole bunch of respect on this podcast, but Riley Herbst.
Riley Herbst is going to be the first fucking car out of the race, dude.
Hey, Ryan.
I don't have
finishes higher.
I don't
Riley
think
Herbst
list.
Or Ryan Reed, whoever finishes highest.
Ryan Reed? Well, he's on the race, so I feel pretty good.
Yeah, Ryan Reed ain't winning, bro.
That's the hottest.
Although it would have made more sense for Ryan Reed to be in an Xfinity car this week than it did for him to be in a backmarker truck at Richmond this weekend.
My bad. Ryan Sieg. All right. If Ryan Sieg finishes higher, you Venmo me $50. And then I'll Venmo you $50 if Herbst finishes higher.
Wait.
That's a good bet.
Wait, $50? Herbst versus Sieg.
Let's go 25 because I'm a cheap bitch.
Oh, I think
backing down on a bet, dude.
I think he's scared.
I thought I heard Ryan accept it while it was still $50. I think I heard.
I didn't. 20. All right, 25.
I was trying to help you, dummy.
25.
25. And then next week we'll do something else.
All right.
It's about time we started making bets on this podcast.
Sieg. Sir.
I bet you Austin Cindric finishes higher than both those guys for $25.
Shut the fuck up.
All right, Sieg versus Hurst, dude. I'm locked in the Xfinity race
down
now.
of the century. Hey,
My boy Alex LeBay outdoes both those guys.
I mean,
next week, whoever finishes lower has to buy the other person a plane ticket to their house and then get the shit beat out of them.
Hey, wait, let's not forget Alex LeBay was driving a Dale Shaw race car this weekend. Just want to put that out there.
wow.
They driving the best cars in the New England region. Dale Shaw race cars. DM me if you want a race car.
Shout out Dale Shaw race car.
Shout out Joey Gase is also. Joey Gase goes from pulling no duty the past few weekends to pulling double duty at Dega.
Let's go, double Davey Allison.
He's in the SS Greenlight Rick Ware Miller Register Me Motorsports.
That's a Toyota Chevy
car. It's a 2020 Chevrolet.
Yo, how about Natalie Decker in the R Motorsports 23 car?
Oh, pushing Brett Moffitt to a win.
Dude, that car is a 2019 Chevrolet, bro.
I mean, why would they waste a new car on her, bro?
Dude, they didn't even race in the series in 2019. Where the fuck did they get that car? Like,
why waste money on her? That's
Brett
great.
Moffitt's the other R Motorsports car, and
there's
he's
literally
a
not enough
Chevrolet.
The only 2019 car other than her is Bailey Curry in the 74
That's
for My
right,
Carmen
Bailey.
Racing. Let's go!
Car, baby. We got Ty Dillon out there. He's gonna go and have one of the worst finishes for the 54 car this year.
Oh god, dude, Timmy Hill is in a fucking 21 Ford, bro.
Dude, how about this? Ronnie Bassett is in a 21 Chevrolet.
Oh god.
Fucking Mason Massey's got a 20 Toyota. I mean, rocking for BJ McLeod. McLeod. You know he says that to his wife. I'm about to give you a McLeod, baby.
Give me the BJ, I give you the McLeod.
Fucking little Alex here's McLeod, dude. He's like, I'll take a McLeod. Can you put that on a double cheeseburger? You bust a McLeod on my honey bun?
Mac sauce. Give me the McLeod sauce.
Dude, where does Natalie Decker pull off a top 30 finish at Talladega? No.
Actually, I think she actually will because she will never catch a sniff of the draft, so she'll just by default finish there.
It's kind of fucked though. I will say this that Natalie Decker can race at Talladega, but Jennifer Jo Cobb can't.
That's discrimination against women.
Jennifer Jo Cobb has started a lot of I'm not saying she's any good, and she probably got it. It probably happened as punishment for what she did this weekend. But Jennifer Jo Cobb has a lot more experience at Talladega than Natalie Neckhurts. Dude, and one of these cars I bet isn't even going to make the field because there's 43 cars in the entry list. I don't know if they're going to. I mean, they could start 43 cars. I don't see why they wouldn't. But I think if that's the case, I don't know what car misses the field because I know that it's probably Jordan Anderson. Has he even been able to make a start this year?
Yeah,
I think so.
Has he in the Xfinity series?
I think one.
Yeah,
because I know
he's made a couple. I think.
I know he didn't get into Daytona. Oh well, I guess we'll see. Anybody else with any hot takes? We got the ARCA race. I'm sure that'll have 12 cars in it. That'll be fun.
All right,
dude,
I got a hot take. Eric Amarola is my second pick to win the Cup race.
You're gonna have two winners.
Oh yeah.
I could see him having a good week.
You're gonna tie across the line.
That's the thing though, is honestly, with 8 guys already winning this week, there's a bunch of guys that they better win or else they might not be in, because you look at some of the guys that haven't won, and I mean obviously Denny's gonna win one, so he'll be in. I mean, Kyle Busch, I guess.
Austin Dillon is gonna win.
Have we had 9 different winners? Is that where we're at?
Kevin Harvick. You would think those guys are gonna win at some point.
Yeah.
Chase is gonna win.
You know, a dark horse to win the Xfinity race might be. I don't know if he's a real dark horse, but we didn't mention him. Justin Haley might be due.
That's true, and he's good at play tracks and Xfinity
He's very
series.
good at play track.
I mean, yeah,
Good at lucking in, but still, it's still
that's
luck.
a pretty good pick.
He'll
Honestly,
probably get
dude,
wrecked by Jet Burton this year.
I want to direct this question at Jay because I asked earlier. I was like, "What would you do if like Bubba Wallace won?" You're like, "Oh, like okay, blah blah blah." What would you do if Ryan Newman?
Light on.
Nah. Oh,
Ryan
retire
fucking
from life.
Ryan Newman locks himself into the playoffs with a fucking
Dude, and he makes his way to the Final Four again.
Dude, I'm doing it for Dale. I'm going all full on Dale if Ryan Newman wins. I'm driving my fucking Ford Focus down to Daytona Beach. I'm sneaking it onto Daytona, and I'm turning right into the turn 4 wall as fast as that motherfucker will go. I'll be matting that thing, dude. The engine will be smoking, and I'll just turn right into that wall. My seatbelt will be off. You can find me in the catch fence, baby, if Ryan Newman wins that race.
Oh.
I'm gonna be Chris Phillips. I'm gonna be like, just chunks of my body are gonna be found like it's gonna shoot me like a cheese grater through that catch fence. I'm gonna be wearing my dad has an open face helmet down in the basement, dude. I'm gonna throw that open face bad boy on. Apparently, another gem was found. My mother was cleaning the attic, and apparently I had a Bobby Labonte helmet, which is cool. I don't remember ever having that. Gonna bring it to my new apartment. I'm sure it's a green number 18 Bobby Labonte helmet. Interstate batteries, baby.
Wait a minute, you mean Kyle Busch?
So who would like if you guys had a dark horse pick for the Cup race? Like who would you choose?
Austin Dillon.
You already chose Eric Almirola as your dark horse pick.
I'm having 2 dark horses. You got Austin.
You're getting too dark, bro. Oh, he's so dark he just dipped out of the screen.
Yeah, I'm going Austin Schmillen.
Fucking dude,
I think
Austin Dillon and fucking Riley Herbst. You guys are a bunch of AIDS this week, a pile of AIDS.
I think my dark horse. My dark horse can be Eric Jones. I think I could see him winning. I really could. He's just he never does anything, but he just kind of hangs around.
Never does anything.
He never does anything. Like,
what a great description of him. He's just there.
No, he is just there. Like
at
the end of these plate races, he's always just like, holy fuck! Like Eric Jones is like 6. Like how? Like
my dark horse is not Bubba Wallace, but it's Matt DiBenedetto.
Ooh,
I think Matty D getting his first W would be something I could ease. I don't think there would be an upset fan in NASCAR.
I'd be here for it. 100%. I'd be there. I think we'd all be there for it.
Dude, if that happens, next week's episode, we skip ahead. It's going to be episode 21.
Okay, real question. Okay, so where do you guys honestly think Matt Benedetto is going to be next year?
The second 2311 car.
Or Brad is there.
I think it would be in the Xfinity series.
It's hard to say because we don't know if his season's going to turn around. Yeah. I don't think it's going to turn around that much.
I don't really think it matters what he does the rest of the season, to be honest with you. Like, I think he's...
My problem is he should be staying in that car, and Austin Cindric's daddy should be getting Roger Penske to open his fucking wallet and just start a 4th Penske team because that makes sense. Keep him in the 33. Make it a 33. Go on about your business. I mean,
I don't see why that would be an issue at all for
Roger Penske's got a ton of money. He's basically just Cole Custer II because obviously his dad works at Penske.
Yeah, I don't know why he can't just open a 4th car, but
I know he owns Indianapolis.
Does Menard just not want to like fucking sponsor a 3rd Cup car? I guess that might be the problem.
Maybe. I mean,
but
I don't know. I mean,
it's too bad because he's going to end up in either in the Xfinity series or terrible equipment, or mediocre equipment. Fuck, dude, put him at Stewart Haas. I've heard people say that.
I could see him at Spire, honestly. I could see him at Spire.
And things might be. I don't have a lot of faith. I know everybody's saying that things are gonna be different next year because there's a new gen car and fucking teams that are small will be able to compete. I believe it when I see it. But
what about
maybe.
What about this? So
about it,
I think we could probably all agree Trackhouse is ran better this year than we thought. What are the odds that Trackhouse opens another team here in the next couple of years?
I think within the next couple of years are realistic. I think they see what next year brings, and if it's as successful or better than this year, which I would think they have a pretty good amount of hope in that it's not a ridiculous thing. I think that could happen with 2311 as well. It's just going to come down to where the charter's at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's one thing Dale Jr. said. I don't usually watch the Q&A videos from his podcast, but he's like, a lot of people been asking me about starting a cup team, and I went over and talked to Kelly about that. We hit and talked about it. We had a few words, and I just don't know where we get a charter.
Where we get a charter from?
I don't know where we get a charter from.
Dude, Rick Hendrick would literally be just here's your fucking charter, bitch.
Here's the 88. Have fun.
Here's the 88.
If NASCAR
that would be sick, though, honestly.
They need to confiscate. They would. Yeah, he would totally have the 88. I mean,
that would be sick.
It's no one's driving it. It just makes too much sense. Take Rick Ware's charters away from him. Dude, with all these new cars coming, if his team is still not competent and competitive,
I mean,
take those fucking charters away. Make him sell them, because imagine if you could have 4 more competitive teams in NASCAR. How awesome that would be.
Yeah.
I mean, because those cars if those cars still don't belong on the track next year, they're going to be in the 7th gen car, but they're still going to be driving 2019 bodies somehow.
Chassis.
Yeah.
They're going to be in the fucking COT cars.
They're driving old Sterling Marlin chassis, dude.
I know, dude. They're bringing back the cars from the battle at the beach, bro.
They're going to be driving fucking Ryan Preece's old modifieds. With those one lug nut wheels on them.
Richard Petty's first gen race car.
Fucking Lee Petty's car that he took a jump over the banking with.
Just bent chassis and all.
Oh god, they're gonna be driving those fucking Mazdas against. So they're gonna try to fucking insert those into a race. They're going in tech and they've got a fucking Mazda with the top down.
Dude, how fucking crazy is it that fucking Ryan Preece is still ahead of Reddick, Chastain, Custer, Almirola, Briscoe?
Dude,
Mance is a beast.
He's been relatively impressive in that equipment this year. Especially, we know, or I'm convinced that he definitely doesn't even have the equipment that Stenhouse gets.
No,
he's been impressive.
And then, yeah,
he's been coasting on some good finishes that he had at the start of the year, though. But I wouldn't bet against, as a real dark horse, Ryan Preece isn't a bad pick for Dega. If I was putting $10 on a guy with long odds, I'm pretty sure he's got a pretty good average finish at all play tracks in his career.
Yeah, I mean, Stenhouse is still 18. We've had 8 different winners plus Denny Hamlin is leading the championship, and Stenhouse is still 18 points above the cut line.
I know, it's wild, and he's only got one top 5 and a single top 5 and a single top 10.
I was gonna say, I heard today that he hasn't finished outside the top 20 all year. So
that'll do it.
Yeah, that will do it. Kurt
because
Busch,
he's ahead of McDowell, who has 3 top 10s and 1 top 5.
I was gonna say Kurt Busch currently has the last spot, and he is only a plus 10. Kurt Busch looks so good to start the year. He was fucking.
He still looked good, but he's had bad luck lately.
He's had bad luck, and that was the thing is because he got fucked at Atlanta. He had a really good car at Atlanta, and then Denny Hamlin was like, "Yeah, you're going in the wall, bitch," and then the short track stretch killed him because he started in the back, and then he just. I don't know if that's just.
And it wasn't like it was Bristol proper where he's good,
Right.
It was Bristol dust storm.
Right. Yeah. I mean, so he's gotta get it going here. But I think he probably has the speed he should make the playoffs based on his speed early in the season. But
I don't know how they stream it, but I want to mention this. mainly because our dirt expert probably want to hop on this. The sprint cars, the World of Outlaws sprint cars are coming to Bristol. I think like it's either the 20th to the 22nd or the 22nd to the 24th. That's going to be the Bristol shit to watch, dude. Those things are going to go.
What? This month?
Yeah, like a few days it starts.
Oh shit! Okay.
It's like a two day period, but like I'm sure Tony Stewart's gonna be there, and I'm sure. But like, dude, those things are gonna make like a 10-second lap around Bristol. I bet it's gonna be ridiculous. Those things are gonna fucking fly.
Yeah, they're probably gonna honestly make like a 12-second lap because I think with asphalt they made like a 10-second lap, so they're gonna be a little bit slower on dirt. So 12 seconds around a dirt track, bro.
Dude,
half mile.
One of those drivers is gonna meet the Lord. I think.
I can see that.
One of those drivers is gonna be ascending to Dale Earnhardt's gonna reach down and help them ascend to heaven.
Ryan, are you gonna watch this race?
No.
Oh yeah.
If you don't, I know your address.
Do you?
Some dude on Ryan's couch is gonna be like, "What are you watching? Like, put on The Bachelor." I'm just assuming. I'm not. There's no fact-based argument on that, but. It seems like it might be a little true from the look on Ryan's face, but I don't know. He's got two TVs, so you can always put, some Twinkie show on the other one.
We can make it
work. Some people buy a zoo, other people buy a thing I can't say, but it might have been a Snapchat that Ryan sent the other day that I thought was really funny. I bought an F word. F.
Oh,
yeah. It's canceled now. Don't get our only hope of survival canceled.
Yes.
Yeah, no. It's just I wanted Ryan to know how much I appreciated the humor in that tweet.
Mm-hmm. That was pretty funny.
And I so wanted to just put it on Instagram and at.
Didn't you screenshot it? I think you.
I definitely did. I definitely have it. It'll
live on forever. Yep.
Just waiting to DM some guy on Insta from the Backmarkers account. Send an anonymous DM and see what the old garbage animal thinks about that. Sorry, I have to say garbage animal because I can't say a raccoon. Raccoon. I just said it and it sounded like I was being racist.
Don't worry. We are no longer racist.
We're literally just sub podcast.
Yeah, we had to let Logan go because he was racist. So we're no longer racist.
Exactly.
Logan was the most racist person we knew.
Logan's
it's
family.
Not the sleepy brain. It's just that he's kind of
completely racist.
Full of racism. If racism was AIDS, he was full blown. I don't think there's any surprise to Logan's family, so it's not a big deal that we're saying this. Not to mention, nobody listens to the podcast past 9 minutes anyway, and we're probably an hour 15, hour 20 in. So
if you made it this far, genuinely impressed with you. Please tweet us or DM us on Instagram.
Yeah, I'll give you $5
and then kill yourself because you have a really
send me it back before you die.
Yeah, you have a really boring life, and I'm sorry that you had to go through this.
It's okay though. William Byron's gonna win this week and cure everything, so it's all good.
But the good news is, you just listened to episode 10 of the Backmarkers podcast.
That's true. We made it. We're here.
And that's we're happy for you.
We're happy for you. We got fucking Dega, baby, this week. Let's go.
Let's do it for Dale, boys.
We're doing it for Dale. Talladega, go.
When you're driving down the highway this week and you're not feeling very good about life, just take that hard right turn to the outside wall. Do it for Dale.
Honestly, I was extremely surprised none of y'all picked Dale to win this week, so I'm disappointed.
Well,
I'm changing my pick. Dale is going to win Dega.
Well, the thing is, we obviously know Dale's going to win it. It's like Kyle Busch in a lower series. We know he's most likely going to win it, so.
If the NASCAR race runs, Dale wins.
Okay.
Because that means that NASCAR didn't die with Dale.
It still We're just goes picking
on.
Second place.
The only time it feels like NASCAR died with Dale is when a driver who learned to race on a computer wins in the Cup Series. So that's one thing that should temper your expectations when William Byron pulls across that line, gets a checker flag, and then they throw the black flag because he learned how to race on a computer. And then Mike Joy says, Remember that time at Riverside?
When Richard Petty got black flag for being white.
Let me tell you this one
Honestly,
romantic night that me and Tim Richmond had at Riverside Speedway.
Honestly,
AIDS.
Jeff Gordon had to be pretty hyped up because he co-owns that car, that 48 car, you know? Like,
does he? I
Yeah.
thought he only co-owned the 24 car.
no.
My dad just
48.
asked why your brother got DQ'd.
Oh, your dad knew?
Yeah.
Some motherfucker put some sort of illegal carburetor part in that motherfucker.
Hey, YT, your dad knows that you're gay, so...
Wait a minute!
Tell JB we said happy early birthday. Ask him how old he's going to be.
I got you.
Do it now, bitch.
He's gone.
Hey, JB.
JB, come back.
JB.
Too bad
what's-
JB can't hear into Tyler's headphones right now.
Yo, JB, what's your setup at Richmond? I need it for tomorrow night, so...
Yo, I need to know the brake bias set up for Richmond. Richmond on heat 5. You got any good brake bias adjustments? My brakes are my brakes are always biased. They prefer white men over every other race in creed.
Tomorrow night might be the worst race in that series.
I'm gonna finish top 3, baby.
Oh, yeah, for sure you will, yeah.
Yeah, it's Dave's
Top
league.
there, don't
Well,
finish.
top 4. I think it's probably safe to say. I had my best run in
Sucks,
Hennessy. Wait, I'm gonna start. Let's end the podcast now. And goodbye.
Nobody cares about this.
Bye.
I'd do it all for you. Would you do the same for me if I asked you to go away? Could you do that for me? Well, I thought for so long, never thought it'd be this way, but I guess now I was wrong, and I'll never be the same. So I'd do it all for you. Would you do the same for me if I asked you to go away? Could you do that for me? I used to call you every night, hold on every word you ever said, but every word's all sounded so right. And I'm guessing this is the end. Yeah. So I'd do it all for you. Would you do the same for me if I asked you to go away? Could you do that for me? So never mind what I gave you, throw it all away. I don't care. No one ever said this life was fair. So I'd do it all for you. Would you do the same for me if I asked you to go away? Could you do that for me? I'd do it all for you. Would you do the same for me if I asked you to go away? Could you do that for me? Could you do it? Would you do it? Could you do it for me? Would you do it? Could you do it? Would you do it for me? I like that one. That